identify something or someone as less than zero. Slow, moving or proceeding with little or less than usual speed. Criminal, guilty of a crime. As a young man in Warren, I was identified with several negative labels. But the label that I most identified myself with was slow learner. As a child, my teachers would tell my parents I was going to be a C or D student. So at an early age, I abandoned the pursuit of college or to have a good job. This thinking soon led me to pursuing other dreams. My new dream was to hustle. And like most hustlers, well, hold on. You must understand, influential people in the community and society, when they label you and they give you a negative label, you can start believing things. And once you believe it, you can start acting in the worst way. The people I thought were successful were hustlers. They had cars and money, and like them, I wanted to hustle. My ambition was to get paid. I wanted to be the best hustler I could be at a young age. But things soon changed. I found myself in JJC doing 30 days. I would like to tell you that was my last time in jail at that age, but it wasn't. When I was about 14 or 15, right outside these church doors, my mother asked a family friend to bring me to boxing, or just to do something with me to keep me out of trouble. So I started boxing. I kept going back to the gym. It was kind of a good addiction to me. I started to find out I was a good boxer, and I started competing as an amateur. When I was a boxer, when I went into the fight, I was by myself. Like life, we're all by ourselves when we enter the ring. But before we enter the ring, we get training. You get coached on how to throw the punch, how to move. But understand it's just you in the ring. When I was boxing, no one could fight for me. So I did the fighting, but I had a corner. They massaged my arms, fixed my cuts, fixed the bruises. They give me fresh water to drink after each round. My corner never kicked me. They never told me I was going to lose. I think that's what I needed. I continued to box, but I also continued to get in trouble, so I went to jail a couple more times. When I was in jail, I started to realize I was more than this. I was better than this.
Yes, sir.
I was all by myself in jail, just like I was by myself in the ring. My friends weren't there. My parents, my lady, nobody was in jail but me. You can call me crazy, but at some point, I started to think I was somebody. At some point, I started to believe the words my mother would tell me every night as a young child. My mom used to read this poem to me and my sister entitled, "I Am Somebody" by Jesse Jackson. I'm gonna read this poem, and when I say I am somebody, I would like you all to say somebody. The poem goes, I am somebody. I may be poor, but I am
Somebody.
I may be on welfare, but I am.
Somebody.
I may be young, but I am.
Somebody.
I may be small, but I am.
Somebody.
I may have made mistakes, but I am.
Somebody.
My hair is different, my clothes are different, but I am.
Somebody.
I am black, white, or brown, but I am.
Somebody.
I may speak a different language, but I must be respected, protected, and never neglected. I am.
Somebody.
I started to understand I was a child of God. When I started believing these words, I started believing another label. I started believing I was a leader. It doesn't take much to follow, but it does take something to lead. It does take some to look at those negative labels and say, I am somebody. I am a child of the Most High God. And who the Son sets free is free indeed. I now stand before you not as a criminal, but as a free man. Amen. I stand before you as a leader. I stand before you a man that has worked with a United States Senator, Senator Sherrod Brown. I stand before you, co-founder of Chess's Life, LLC, where we teach kids in the Warren City schools in Youngstown and Cleveland how to play chess. See, chess and boxing to me are the same thing. I can show you the game, but I can't play it for you. When I was doing all of these things, I knew better. But I made the decision. You can't blame people for what you did when you were doing what you were doing. But what I can say is, chess is a thinking game. And when I started to make the right moves, not on a chessboard, but in my life, I saw my life change. I shared this story with you because I know, like myself, everybody in here has been identified with a label at some point in their life. You are not what society says you are. You are what you believe you are.
All right.
You are a child of the Most High God. I want to read this poem with you before I walk away from you. The poem is by Tupac Shakur. The poem is entitled, The Rose That Grew from Concrete. Did you hear about the rose that grew from a crack in the concrete? Proving nature's laws wrong and learn to walk without having feet. Funny it seems, but by keeping its dreams, it learned to breathe fresh air. Long live the rose that grew from concrete when no one else even cared. I shared that story with you because I am that rose. You are that rose. The children are that rose.
All right.
Do not let people put a label on you. Do not believe it. Stand up. You must fight. And then remembering Dr. King's dream, I believe that you must remember your own dream and pursue it. God bless you all.